what we call in the business a bad idea. My dirt jumper has this completely adequately operating Shimano, maybe MT201 brake on it. It works fine. It doesn't have like the most power in the world. Ultimately, if I just left it alone, everything would be fine and remain the way it works. But what I kind of don't like is the shape of the lever itself. It's just kind of big and it doesn't have that like nice lever shape that some of the higher end Shimano brakes have. This is like the type of lever you see on, say, I don't know, like a commuter bike. Now last night I was thinking, geez, my old Schwinn had a set of TRP brakes and I remember liking that lever, and that rear caliper was seized, didn't work. That brake always worked bad, and I could put this lever on. Ultimately, in the memory of my brain, this was a much more aesthetically pleasing lever than it actually is. It's actually the slate lever, kind of not that different than the MT201 that's on there. So what I should do is nothing. What I'm going to do, out of curiosity of if this mineral oil lever will work with a Shimano brake system, I'm gonna do it anyway. I may or may not be riding a brakeless dirt jumper after this. This is dumb. Why would you do this? You wouldn't if you were a normal person. Amazingly, I actually have some Shimano mineral oil. I didn't think I did. But I'm gonna try and pour some into the lever and see if I can keep myself from having to do too much bleeding. And so, the slate lever is on. It is mixed with the Shimano MT201. It is a different day. My beard has grown in a little more into my mustache. I did not bleed this system from what we did to put it together. It just so happens, you know, working on the garage and the house takes up a ton of time. So obviously, the minute that I had it on, I played around with it a little bit in the yard. Seems to be working fine. Decent test here to see if it like skids and slows the bike down will happen right now. I don't think it's gonna come as much of a surprise that this brake works like okay, about as good as it did before. So this brake works completely and utterly fine. And when I say completely and utterly fine, I would say the performance is about par with the other lever. Like, it's not working better, it's not really working worse. It's just like kind of the same. It's just the lever feel is so much nicer. Even though I mentioned this is not that different than the original Shimano lever that was on there, it is enough to actually notice while you're riding this. So overall improvement, performance-wise, about the same. So that's an overall improvement. One really, really good test to find out if something that you're mixing together is to be trusted, if it is any good, if it will truly lock up, is to do the Abubica test. If you don't know what an Abubica is, it's when you come up to a quarter pipe, this is a quarter pipe, you ride up it and you stall, you hit the brakes, you're right on the lip. All you have for trust is tire patch and brakes locking, and then you hop back out of it and ride down backwards. Some of the berms here are quarter pipe-esque, so I'm going to an Abubaca on it and hope that the brake doesn't slip. If the brake doesn't slip without having to truly put too much effort into the thought, the effort that you're putting in to the lever itself, decent. Not bad. Doing this on gravel sucks a little bit, but the brake itself was pretty good.